Hello and welcome to yet another video here at Prestige Diesels and Sports. Today we're looking at this September 2023 on a 73 plate. This is the Toyota double cab Hilux Invincible. This is the manual and it's covered just over 17,000 miles in Dakuma grey. And this is actually the 2.8, so it's got the larger engine because the Invincible comes in the 2.4 and the 2.8. So this is the larger engine, as I say. It's around about 201 brake horsepower. Now there are some really nice optional extras on this vehicle. And for those who don't know, the warranties on these Hiluxes are up to 100,000 miles or 10 years from new, as long as you service them with Toyota. Each year they will extend it after the initial 3 years. So as always, the whole vehicle has been machine polished and detailed to a really high level. The bodywork's come up beautiful, and I'm going to go through some of the extras, take you around, show you the condition and the options on the car. So it'll be about a 20-minute video thereabouts. So starting off at the front, obviously the Invincible has the chrome surround grille, but what you will see in the center there is a pair of Lazer Elite floodlights, I guess they're called, spotlights. And the Elites give a longer distance. I think it's about 1,033 meter distance and just over 5,000 lumens. It's about 200 feet longer than the standard ones, which are about 866 meters, the distance they'll shine, etc. So really nice bright lights. Got fog lights down here, where you've got the black gloss trims. We've got the spoiler bar at the bottom as well. So that's there to protect any shrubs or broken branches if you're going through, you know, country roads, etc., or off-road. Now, additionally, we've put a new bonnet guard on the top. Now, we fitted this one purely because we prefer the way, so Toyota do one basically, but theirs covers the top of the grille, so you lose that meatiness of the front of the car. Whereas this one fits around it, as you can see, and you don't lose that beefy front, and the spoiler bar basically balances the top to the bottom. We've then additionally fitted these headlight guards. We've got tail light guards on the back. The previous owner also fitted wheel arch covers as well, because they're not standard. So let's come up onto the bonnet. Incidentally, it's already had its first Toyota service. You'll see there was one, is that oh no, it's a bit of fluff, look. I can't see. There's no ding dents on the car, by the way. There was one on the door and we've had that removed by the dent man. It was just a small, like a 5p size dent, but we like to present the cars like they're brand new, as you will see from this video. And this video doesn't really lie. The lights in the showroom are extremely bright so that you can see everything. Now, if we just come down low here, look down the side of the vehicle, the alloys, well, the alloys and the tyres are like new because the owner had another set of wheels on this vehicle and these have been stored. So look how true that all is. All of the side steps. And like I say, there's lots of tread on those tyres. Let's come round. Excuse my squeaky shoes. And down this side, again, really immaculate side steps. No marks on there. Just come back out a little bit now. Now on the back we have a smart cap. Now the smart caps are extremely well made. They're metal, I think they're aluminium, and they seal. They've got some really clever seals around the base which I would imagine makes them pretty watertight. Probably a bit better than some of the others. Whether they're completely watertight is another thing. Now you get reverse camera on the Invincible X as well. Just want to show you those mirrors unmarked. Keyless entry on the door handle with this button. See all the door edges, no marks there. We've also fitted these really nice flush. Let me come around to the front, sorry. Wind deflectors. Fitted really nicely. Now, around the filler cap, it's been a very warm day, so you probably just spotted me in my shorts today. I say, these wheels are like brand new. And the reason I can tell you that is if we come in really close, see that black? There's no little tiny whirly scratches on there where they've been washed with a brush or anything. And the tread is really deep, really deep. Oh, the other thing on this vehicle, I can tell you, is it's had an underguard. Now I can't remember which one, but the whole of the interior, when I say that, when we reset the spoiler bar, we want to adjust it, right up to the front, you can see all this black, I don't know if it's a lano guard or something. It's a black product, so I'm not too sure which one they've used, but the hole underneath has been sealed. And we've got the tail light covers there, parking sensors on the back. Now we did debate whether to take the Hilux sticker off the back. We did on the last one because it was a silver sticker on a black vehicle, but I actually like the way this one works with the black transfer and the black smart cap on the back. I think that works really well. We've also got some extremely bright LED lights for when you go into reverse, which we will try before. In fact, we'll try those in a minute actually. Now you'll also notice all of the tow bar is like brand new. That's because we prepped the car properly. If we see any little rusty marks, we've got a rust converting product that we put on, and we're talking not about deep rust, we're talking about just surface rusty marks, and then we'll treat it before we spray it. And you can see those two very bright LED lights for the reverse. No damage on these rear bumpers and no damage on the top, look. No scuffs on the plastic. You'll be surprised how expensive some of the trims are. We've got a bit of protection on the top here as well. No dents on the tailgate. Now this one here, I am actually going to take this one back off and reattach that one. So if we come around here, it's just showing slightly more of the red that I wanted to. It just needed to go forward a little bit more, and I didn't notice it at the time, but we will do that. So there we have the smart cap. And Dan, what was the weight that these can take?
So static, 350 kilograms. So stood still,
yeah.
Moving 150 kilograms.
Right, hope you heard that. So quite a lot of weight can be put on these. Let's open up these latches. Yeah, it's all, let me come around this way actually. All metal. Now this is usually used if there's windows to for security, but in this case I guess you could use that for clipping stuff on, etc. Now there's a very, very good rubber. It's very supple and it sticks to the side really well. It's a really good seal, this. What I wanted to point out was, can you see that? It's about just over about an inch deep, and it runs the full length all the way along the front there to create a water seal, because this is the area where they would usually leak a lot of these tops. and the water would drive in through here. So I'll leave that open for now. We'll come round to the back. In fact, Dan, do you want to open the side one for me? Thanks. And you'll see we've got a brake light up here, and then we've got the guard on the inside. I think they're around about £3,000. I don't know if that's plus the VAT for these tops. Now I'm going to open the tailgate and let go, and you'll see that drop down nicely. This has got, well, this has actually got the Toyota lift and damper kit on this one. So one of these is a damper, which I think is this one. This is the thinner one. And then the one on this side, which is a little bit thicker, is so that when you go to lift it up, it takes the weight. But it's so much nicer. Let's just get this back in focus. We've also got a window at the front there that can open up. Come across like that. And then the roof lining, you can see the strength in those sort of bars going across up there. You can see how little use, how much it's been used in the back. It's really been well looked after. Just want to show you the condition all the way round. And the nice thing is you can get access inside the back here. Looks like those two pinch together and it slides across, so you can get some airflow through there. Okay, I mean, it's like brand new, that top, so that's really good. It fits really nice. It fits just inside when you're looking down the side. Right, okay, let's just pan back out on this side. Give you an idea of what it looks like. And if I come around the front, I can now show you the engine bay. We'll open up the forecast. So it's the second one in. This one's for the fuel. Now another item we fitted. So usually this would be extremely difficult for me to lift up one-handedly. But look, how easy and how nice is that? Because if you've never lifted one of these, they are very heavy. It's a solid old piece of steel there. So we fitted two bonnet struts that make that job really easy. You see the engine bay is in really nice condition. Move around with my squeaky shoes. Just want to slowly move around so you can it's definitely not had a hard life, this one. It was privately owned, so there's no additional VAT on this one. So that's those bonnet struts there. And what's nice about that is if you're wanting to do a charge on the battery, you can just hold it. It will just hold itself. And if it starts raining or something and you're doing something, I don't know. But just really nice to have the struts. Now, when we close, just bring it down and then drop it like so. And that's shut down. Now I'm going to leave the back open. We're going to take a look inside now. So, door card. Now, if these vehicles have had a hard life, you can usually tell all of the plastic trims get scuffed and scratched, and this is really nice inside. Now, the Invincible has a fabric interior, which is actually very comfortable, I have to say. But what you can get some really nice seat covers nowadays. So if you wanted to cover up these seats, which are in immaculate condition. There were some seat covers on there, but I think they may have been taken off by the previous. I can't remember. There were some initially on there. Just want to show you. So this is the little glove box up here. There's an air vent in here, so when the air con's on, you can use that like a fridge. Down here, we've got the locking wheel nut in there. See, 6-speed manual, center armrest. There's a 100-watt 2-pin plug in there as well. Your eco modes and power mode. I'll come back to the interior at the front after we've checked out in the back. Dan can open the door on the other side. That'd be great. Thank you, Dan. Again, the door card, really nice. Got a full set of, is it a full set of rubber mats on this one yet? The back of the seats. Great handles for getting in there and holding. Got the same at the front. And we've got these little lugs here, hanging bags on. And we've got a little loop just down here. Now, if Dan wants to do the other side first, pop that up. You can pull this out. And I'm going to wait for Dan to come round because I can't do this one-handed, or can I? This loops around the top. I think I have done it actually, Dan. There you go. I'm more talented than I first thought. So they can go up like so. And then under here, we've got some storage. And Dan, if you don't mind lifting the other side, that side's got the jack and the bracing. Thank you. No scratches or anything in there. So basically, if you want to put something inside the cab, you're going away, you want to put suitcases or anything in there, or travel bags, whatever it might be, or even the dog, you don't want to put him on the seats, probably get the dog in there or something, depending how big your dog is, I guess. But it's practical, that's the main thing. Door card on this side, look. I mean, it's really nice, you know. What can you say? I mean, it's in lovely condition. It's lovely and clean inside. You know, if you're looking for one of these, I think this has got the right look about it. It's got some really nice extras. Again, look at the seals. There's no scratches on the door edges. All of the side steps. Look, driver's door card again. It's so clean and tidy. If you're after a Hilux, you're spending this sort of money, it's nice to get something that's as clean and as sharp. And we're fortunate enough that we have the time to buy the right stock and be fussy, because we're only a small dealer, family business, small team, but we put our hearts and souls into the job that we do. I don't think we're ever going to be rich, that's for sure, but it's a living, isn't it? You know, and we get to drive all these wonderful vehicles. So yeah, look at that, that's really nice. Now that little orangey light is because we got that one up there, so let's turn that off. There we go. Before I get in, just want to show you how nice and clean it is inside, looking forward from here. Okay, have I got the key? Yep, I've got the key. We put the seat back. We've got a height adjustment on the side of the seat there as well. And down here we've got the front parking sensor button. When it comes into focus, there it is. Preheater will warm the engine up quicker by bringing the revs up. And this is for a manual DPF clean, but most of the time they will clean themselves and you'll press that and it won't really make any difference. So don't be alarmed by that. It means that it's already clean. And when the DPF system does do a clean, it will come up in this center window here and show you like a graph of it cleaning. So start her up. Hilux. Let's turn this fan down.
Bags, McVitie's digestives.
Oh, Vitty's digestives. Takes you back to when you could afford to eat biscuits without getting any fatter. 17,338 miles. Now, the buttons on this side of the steering wheel will operate that screen down there. So if we get back into focus, come across to the right, come across again, go for the message, go into settings. Let's just try and get a bit better focus. There we go. Now that top one, that's your lane departure assist. Now your assist is on. I'm going to turn that off actually. What that means is if you don't indicate to move lane, the steering wheel will basically take over and pull you back into the lane. And then you've got the sensitivity of it and sway warning for towing and sway sensitivity for basically if you start to drift across the road, it will warn you that you're probably a bit tired, etc. Then you've got your collision control, which you can adjust how far or how sensitive it is from how far away you are. And then road speed awareness. This you can have a notification method for excessive speed or overtaking, and then when you go into it you can be notified visually or visually and audibly in there. Let's just come back out, nearly out. And the dynamic radar cruise control with road speed awareness. There you go, look at me remembering all of that. Turn that on so that when we use the, try not to get my legs in. So there we have the sat-nav button, the cruise control. So I'm going to press the cruise. It says radar ready. And then this button here will determine how far away we are from the car ahead. The button to the left of that, by the way, is for the lane departure, to turn that on and off. So you've got two ways of turning that on and off. Okay, and if you come down through the windows, you've got your range, eco, that shows you the position of the front wheels and your digital speed, AdBlue. With your AdBlue, don't let it run out because that will bugger the pump, but let it go down to like just under that last bar because it's got a sort of a bit of a sell-by date. And I think what happens with this AdBlue, it's basically like a purified pee, but it's a very sticky sort of liquid, and I think it sort of goes, it crystallizes, that's the word, it crystallizes a bit, so you want to keep it fresh, so use it pretty much all the way up before you refill it with fresh. We've got all the buttons for obviously voice and volume, etc. Let me just pan out a little bit, there we go. Now we've got DAB on the where is it? Audio. Go to source, DAB, Bluetooth, Miracast, USB, AM. Go in there, you've got all your stations in here, obviously. Flick through them. You can change, I think, you can go into your favorites. You can do manual. What's down here? Options. Oh yes, we've got a few options in here. Let's come back out of there. Oh, I've changed it, haven't I? Options. What did I turn that off? Oh, Scott. Shouldn't play with things you don't know what you're doing. Okay, I'll change that back in a bit. Station list. Oh, there we go. That's what I've done. Oh, we do want... Okay. We do want radio text. We were just in... There you go. There we go. Right. Phone, obviously. You can link your phone up. We can remove a phone as well, like so. And if we go into settings, in fact, in the menu here, when you've got your USB lead down here plugged in with your phone, this is where the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto will appear. Another box will appear in here. You can also, we've got it set for Apple CarPlay. You can change the color of the screen like so. Back to home. Okay, we've got dual climate control, fan speed manual there. Now, when I jump out, I'm gonna get Dan to turn. This is the button here, off-road lights, heated seats. Let me just make sure this is in focus. This is the hill descent. This is diff lock. So full drive, high 2, high 4 and low 4. Never put it into four-wheel drive unless you're on a slippery surface, because it will either overheat the transfer boxes. They're not designed to be driven around in four-wheel drive all the time. But if you're really stuck in low 4, that's when you can lock the diff, and that will get you pretty much out of anything. Now, for those of you who've not seen this, intelligent manual transmission. So you press that, it lights up on the top there. Let's turn that one off. Now, what this intelligent manual transmission does is when you go to change gear, as you come out of a gear to go into the next gear, it will bring the revs up automatically to match the next gear. So very clever system, makes for a much smoother gear change. We've got dual, we can set this for dual climate by doing that. So when we change one, it does both. And what else have we got down there? Oh, that will turn off the stop start. Two 12-volt plugs down here. 6-speed gearbox, of course, and you can see that that is all in really nice condition. We've got eco and power. So basically, eco will hold you in eco mode. When you've got it turned off and you're driving economically, you'll get a little eco symbol down there. The idea of the eco button is it will retard the engine, if you like. The throttle feels a bit dead, and it will just hold it into a different ECU setting for fuel to get the best fuel economy. If you put power on, it'll give you everything, and you get a little power button come up there. So that's there. 2-pin 100 watt. I think it's an AC plug in there. Whoops. There we go. So glasses holder, SOS. It's all lovely and clean up here. Everything's as it should be. What's this? Oh, it's household recycling. Wow. Make Toyota Hilux. Well, Dan missed something, didn't he, when he was doing his clean? So we'll wind him up about that later and tell him that he missed something, but we won't tell him what it was. Only for fun. He does a great job. Let's jump out. Oh, before we jump out, well, we have jumped out, let's jump back in. Just wanted to say, we have got, nearly forgot, show you reverse camera. Ah, Dan, could you put the tailgate up, please?
Yeah.
I was wondering why it had like an overview there. Perfect, there we go. And you can see the tow bar at the back, so you can be guided in by this line. Like so. Right, now I've covered everything on the inside. Jump out now. Let's just pick that up. So incidentally, in case you noticed this, you probably didn't see it, there is a crack on the windscreen there. Now we've logged this with Toyota. They should change it under warranty because they've done this before for us. And if they don't, it will be changed anyway. It's just that the process takes a little bit of time, and it hasn't been sorted out yet, but that will be done. Just in case you saw that earlier, I just wanted to point out that that will be sorted. So there we have it, our Toyota Hilux. And before we go, I'll just show you that service. I've got a habit of forgetting all the paperwork out, stamping the customer's details out, and then forgetting to show people. So just one owner from new, because it's 0 former keepers. And it had its first service, 10,269 miles by John Rowe Toyota. So, and that was done in August 24. So it won't need doing 10,000 miles all again. And that next one can be done by an independent, like I say, and after the first 3 years, you go back to Toyota. So if you need any finance, please get in touch. We've got it all on the website, but I can go into a bit more detail with the finance, etc. There's a full set of keys for the car, 2 keys for the car minimum, and then I think there's 3 or 4 keys at minimum for the back as well. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye now.